How's it going, YouTube? Yeah, Pat Mac here, coach of the Sacramento Celesteelas, and we are playing up against Cherry, coach of the Clarksville Celesteelas. You, of course, can see the team that he's brought here, which is pretty close to what I thought was going to be here. There's actually just straight up no quillfish. Okay, that's kind of insane. Because that just straight up means there's no resists to Spectrier. And he also has no removal, so I'm just gonna lead webs, get those up, and then, yeah, like nothing's gonna outpace, yeah, just nothing outpaces Spectrier. I mean, yeah, this is, I feel very surprised. We also have Mental Herb, just in case he does have like a lead taunt Deoxys would kind of be like one of the main ways he has of like stopping webs from going up here. But yeah, we're kind of in a good spot, I think, to get webs up, and then honestly after that, I don't really need Bookable. Like, it's kind of nice, like it can maybe discharge pair or something, or bug buzz and get some damage on Swampert maybe, but that's, I don't know. This is kind of a dream scenario. So God, there's no quillfish though. So okay, there's just straight up no resist to Shadow Ball. So we're just gonna be spamming that. And putting in a ton of damage. We do have a little bit of priority in the back available with Metagross, and then we just have a little bit of like defensive mons just to get some chip damage and make sure things are in range of Shadow Ball. Flash status, okay, that makes sense. So we're here, this is kind of the lead that I assumed was going to happen, and I'm assuming that they're going to go for some crazy strong attack, or they're going to taunt. And so I'm just gonna get webs up. I'm pretty sure I can live most hits. Yep, we can live most hits, and then we'll just get webs up and be in a pretty good spot. So I think I can pretty much just go for Bug Buzz here. It gets me damage on anything. I don't really need this mon for anything else per se. I am very weak to Psychic in general, so this mon is kind of a problem for us in a general sense, but that's okay. Oh wow, okay, so they're just gonna straight up stay in. That's fine. I'm assuming that this is gonna be Sash then. Yeah, that makes sense. So we'll probably die to whatever next attack they go for, but that's totally fine. I'm just gonna Bug Buzz again. I just basically trade this mon for damage against, or basically webs, and then I guess Focus Sash here too. So I don't know, this seems good to me. And I think I'm just gonna go to, I mean, I could go to Metagross, like I could go to my priority. I could also go to this mon. I kind of prefer not to. I kind of prefer just to like force this out. They're at -2. The best they could do is knock off. I think I actually am going to priority picking up the KO and keeping myself at full health here. Trying to think of this. Yeah, I'm just gonna Bullet Punch. Let's just pick up the KO. Okay, that's fine. If they swap, that's totally fine with me. Again, they got nothing that's fast enough here, right? I mean, I may just even get rocks up right now. Actually, nah, that's fine. I can go into Gastrodon. Gastrodon should do pretty well here. They do have 2 water types, and I am Storm Drain, so I do kind of want to keep that in mind as well, in that like it would do fairly well about checking those mons, provided I can keep Gastrodon fairly healthy. But I also know that I take don't take very much damage from Zapdos. Yeah, that's fine. And I think my play is just to get spikes up here. Like, let's just get more damage. Yeah, this is great. I don't know, man. This is totally fine. What are you going into? Bristol? Okay, so I am a little concerned about this because there is a chance that they are, they're like sub. So I think my play is to just Earthquake, so that I don't allow that to happen. And if they are sub, they're Calm Mind. Okay, so I think here, now that I've, like kind of, I guess not confirmed, I don't know for sure if they are, but I kind of feel fairly fine about just going for Yawn right here. And they're pretty bulky. I don't know for sure if that's 25% or not, so I'm kind of hoping that I have enough damage on this to break sub. But I think I am going to go for a yawn here. Again, it's kind of okay if Gastrodon gets broken down a little bit. Yeah. But I definitely don't want to take too much chip damage. And there's Secret Sword. So this hits on the physical side of things. It's going to do a good amount. But we yawn here, which is nice. It just depends on if they want to try to stay in. I think I'm going to go for Recover. Because if they stay in, then they'll get put to sleep. If they swap, then, you know, that's also fine too, I think. I'm kind of okay with losing Gastrodon. I'd rather not. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to recover here, and then we'll just try to break sub with EQ, I think. But they're going to go to sleep. Ooh, could I try to pressure this with something else? I also think that I could probably just beat this. If I don't break sub though, like I'm in a pretty bad spot. I think I do though. I'm just gonna go for EQ. Yeah, so sub Calm Mind was definitely one of the things I was a little concerned about from this mon, but I'll just try to attack it basically at this point. Do they? Okay, it does fade. Whew. Got a little concerned there for a moment, okay? Because that was definitely going to be a problem if it did not. Like if they're like max, then I don't, for example. So I'm just gonna keep attacking them. I think with Earthquake. Yeah, that's okay. Calm Mind is fine. I think I'm just gonna continue to Earthquake this mon. Because I'm pretty sure that I can revenge it with most stuff at this point. Yeah, I should be able to revenge it with most things on my team. I could even go into like Tauros and Terra Fairy, and that should be enough to take it out. So I think I'm just going to look to KO again here. Sacred Sword's probably going to pick up this guy though. Oh, we actually live. Okay, that's cool. In that case... do I want to try to read an attack? I mean, I could read going Spectrier, which, like, sounds kind of wild, right? I could also try to get a second layer of spikes up, which would also be kind of interesting. Definitely an option here. They don't have enough HP to... well, what do they have? They're going to have a water move, right? Which they're not going to go for. Could I save Gastro for later? There's no reason to. It's at 6 HP. I was ready to sack it a while ago. Like, let's just remove the mon. That's fine. And then I think I just go Spectrier. And even if this is at +2, Spadef, like, we're gonna KO with Spectrier. Although I don't really want to kind of take the chance. Let me make sure I am faster than this if they have webs. Yeah, I for sure am faster. So I'll just go into this. It's okay. And then I think I just I'm gonna have to Terra here, which is fine, and then I think I just Terra Blast. And we're kind of looking to trade HP, I guess. And then we'll kind of see where to go. Now the downside of this is that I have lost some HP. I have lost some defensive Pokemon here, but if we can get things chipped down from hazards and get things just chipped down in general at all, like from Spectrier, like, I don't know, maybe it's fine. I probably would have gotten a Spectrier on this if it wasn't at +2. Like at +1, I probably would have just tried to KO, but it's fine. I think this is okay. Man, I could have really strongly gone Spectrier there. I was just concerned about them trying to read it for some random reason. But we'll just pick up our KO. And this more or less forces Zamazenta, I think. They could also go Zapdos. I think Zapdos is a pretty reasonable play here. And I've lost what I would consider my best check to Zapdos. Like, I'll probably have to use Roaring Moon as like the main mon to fight Zapdos, which is not exactly what I want to use them on for, but is what it is. So Spectrier is in a really good spot. As if I can pick up any KO, then I'm doing pretty well. We do also have webs up, and we have a spike up, which is pretty nice. So I'm not 100% sure what can take a hit if we like come in and pick up a KO. Yeah, so you come in. So I think honestly, I think my play is to just go Taruk, I think. And I think I just look to pick up any sort of damage that I can. I mean, what's the downside, right? Like, I could also just stay in with this mon. What do I really need it for? I guess actually I would want it for Excalibur to a certain extent. Like, it should do fairly well there. So let's go and do that. Hurricane should do a fair amount, I'm guessing. And the confusion is very rough. Taking a confusion would be so bad. I think I roost. I think roost is the play. If I get hit by confusion here, like, I don't know, man. Like, that's just bad. That's just bad. It's just bad, you know? And they have T-Wave. Okay, you do have T-Wave. Okay. So this is kind of like, I basically need damage on this, I think. So I T-Wave and I have to deal with a confusion here. Not great. I'm going to try to go for a roost, though. If I can get roost here, then I'm in a much better spot to be able to handle this. I would want damage on it, though. I mean, taunt would have been really nice if I'd gone for that, I guess. Which was a consideration here, too. But I don't have any damage on it, so I don't need to, like, stop it from roosting, which was kind of my first thought. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I'm able to pull off here. But I'm not too happy with where we're at. Hurricane miss is nice, don't get me wrong, but it feels a lot better so that we're... I mean, if we're not confused after this turn, that would also be really good. Cool. Okay, so we get our roost off. All right, in that case, I think I am going to go for knockoff on this play. Let's get rid of an item. Let's get a bit of damage on here. And I think after that, I'll look to taunt on the next turn. We'll see how much damage this knockoff does, though. If it doesn't look like... oh, man. Sometimes Pokemon, you know? I'm gonna go for knockoff, though. Would really like this damage. Cool, out of confusion, solid. Oh, we get a crit. Okay, that's pretty big. In that case, I think I'm gonna go for a taunt on this play. I'm gonna go for a taunt on this play because I'm assuming they're gonna roost here. I'm slower, unfortunately. Like, you know, it's the downsides of this, but we're gonna get to taunt off here, and then I think my next play is to knock off again, and if I can get this chipped, then maybe I look to go Spectrier later. You know what? I'm just gonna go for a knockoff here. Ooh, okay, that's cool. I'm in on this plan. What are you going into? Best G3 starter? Okay, getting a knockoff on this is nice. Now, who do I want to try to handle this, Mon? I think it's probably just going to be the Tauros. Unfortunate. Now, what is this threatening me with? I don't really know. Am I faster? Oh, I am faster, right? Because we saw my leftovers pop first. I'm going to go for a taunt on this. I'm going to try to see if I can stop them getting webs up. Or not webs, rocks. I'm imagining that that's what they're going to go for here. They could just go for a straight up attack here, right? Yeah, rocks. Cool. Okay, in that case, I'm just going to go for another knockoff. I could go EQ, but... I could go EQ. I mean, getting damage on this is also really good, right? Do I just want Earthquake? We've already knocked off the item, right? So that's not really a big deal anymore. I mean, this is my strongest hitting move. I'm just gonna go for knockoff here. Oh, right, we hadn't knocked off an item yet. Earthquake is fine. I'm pretty physically defensive too. So I think the play here is to go for a roost this time. They don't have any recovery. I do, kind of thing. So let's just get some health back. This being paralyzed is really rough. I'm also considering swapping to Tauros, and I think that could do fairly well. Yeah, I have a fair amount of HP at this point, so I think I will go Tauros. And then with Tauros, I can look to... So my guess is that they're going to get rocks up right here. Maybe try to play around like the whatchamacallit turn. But getting Intimidate off is pretty solid here. I could also consider bulking up on this spawn, which I don't hate at all, actually. I could also Will-O-Wisp, but I don't know if I want a Will-O-Wisp. I'd rather get a bulk up off and then look to try to get damage on the Zapdos, I think is what would come in here. Because if I'm Terra Fairy, then I don't think Zapdos does as much. Now the downside is that that one mon is still a problem. But if I get a bulk up off, then I think I'm in a much better spot against Zapdos. Hurricane still does quite a bit, by the way. That's the unfortunate part here. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. Because I think I just want to get this mon whittled down. And then if I can get it low enough that yeah, if I can get it low enough that we can KO with Spectrier, then Spectrier might be able to put in a ton of work for us. But I've kind of played the, like, sack a couple Pokemon to make Spectrier a little bit better, so I don't know. I'm not sure if this is great. I'm assuming this mon is fairly physically defensive, though. Yep. But they have Thunder Wave now. Yeah. T-Wave is rough. T-Wave is very rough. Do I want to go for another attack here? The downside is also that, yeah, I think I go for another attack. I think they're going to roost, but, I mean, I did a fair amount of damage here. I could also bulk up again, but I don't really want to, like, play around with, like, being paired with bulk up turns while they have a chance to get free recovery. Like, that's not really what I want to be doing. I was hoping to be able to do a little bit more with this, but there was no way that I was going to be able to KO Zapdos here. This mod is just too bulky. Maybe I could, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If I can put enough pressure on this mon though, then I'm feeling pretty good about things. Now, would you go for a roost again? Now this might actually be a worthwhile place for me to bulk up, because they could try to play around like para turns by trying to roost. Oh, they Hurricane. Ooh. I'll admit I did not want you to Hurricane there. And we get parried anyway. Unfortunate. They are low though, so if they don't go for an attack, then maybe Spectrier can do a lot. Ah, man, I'm just like losing everything though. It's so bad. All right, I'm gonna try Terra Blast again. I'm really putting a lot of like hope on Spectrier being able to put enough work in for me, but they didn't kill me without like at a low HP. So I think this is my chance to go into Spectrier and see what I can put together. The downside is that yeah, I mean they don't have any resist, right? So like in a general sense, I think they just give me this KO and then we kind of see what happens. It would have been very nice if I could have gotten this in on other stuff a little bit earlier, I guess, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what they do. I know I for sure can live a crunch from Zamazenta though. So like, I outpace everything, I deal a ton of damage. The downside is if they do get an attack off here, then, oh, what are you going into? Flash status? Oh, okay, so the spikes KO. And then, and so I won't get a boost. Ooh, how bad is that for me? What are you gonna go into though? Yep, so no boost. But my guess is you go Zamazenta? I guess? And then... what do I want to do about that? Behemoth? That's gotta be... yeah, it's gotta be Zamazenta. So you're... I mean, if I don't have the boost, is there any way I can KO you in 2 shots? So there is a chance that I'm not able to, so I think it's very worthwhile that I do something different here. I could go... yeah, man, having Willis as the play would be kind of nice here. I could go into this mon though, and then chip it down enough with EQ. Or I Shadow Ball to get damage. I think I'm gonna go here. This is not a good position though. I would have liked to have gotten this a little bit more. I mean, maybe more spikes would have been good, but I couldn't really allow. Or they just have a his thing. Okay, that's great. So I actually don't think they have crunch then, because I feel like if you go for crunch right there. Unless they do have crunch for some reason. I'm gonna EQ. I don't want to let this one just stay in. That is so much damage. Okay, but that's something right there. What are we at? 182. I actually might die to another one of these. I'm gonna try to get rocks up. Get rocks up, I think, and then I think I bullet punch, I think is the play. Get as much little damage as I can on this. And then I think I go Spectrier. And we hope that we've got it chipped enough to where it just KOs. Or do I read this and keep priority in the back? Are the rocks even good? I don't know if the rocks are good. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if the rocks are good. I would actually like to have the priority though. So I think I sack this mon. And then, because I want the bullet punch priority to hit Excalibur. Yeah, we should die to body press here. But if I can get the KO with Spectrier on this, then I think we're in a really good spot. The downside is if they just have enough. I mean, they could have enough damage with yeah, I mean, I Shadow Ball. Heavy Slam does so much damage though. I'm not even sure if I 2-hit KO. I mean, it just depends on what their investments are. But I maybe have put it into range. I don't know, it depends on if like Heavy Slam into Ice Shard can KO. But I think I've probably let too much go down here. I think I've just kind of played it a little too passively. Maybe the better play here would have been to just go, just EQ last turn. Oh, I should have EQ'd last turn, right? And then I would have gotten, I don't know. This is not simple in any way though. We'll see how much damage this does. That's pretty close. If I'd EQ'd last turn, then I'm bet, does Bax KO here? I bet it does. I'm gonna feel so sad if Bax Excalibur can just KO with Ice Shard. What are we doing here? Maybe getting rocks up is bad because this lets us sack, right? I've played this so badly. I've played this so terribly. Cause now, like, I don't even KO Excalibur at all. And this mon just straight up wins, right? And I've let this take 2. Yeah, I've just played this game horrendously. Ice Shard probably is enough to just KO too. I mean, this is what I have to do at this point. But I've just played this game poorly. Like, I think I maybe needed to do some reads on the Keldeo plays. But I've just allowed this. I've basically allowed everything to take too much damage. I set up rocks when I probably shouldn't have. Like, that should have been an EQ turn to actually put it into range. So that I could just straight up KO without taking any damage. And yeah, that's just game. Yeah, I've just played this game. I just played this match terribly. I thought I was being able to put myself into a win with Spectrier, but in the end, like, I think I just I didn't actually put it into range of being able to KO immediately. I think the rocks play was probably the biggest mistake of this game, though. Like, if I had EQ'd last turn. Yeah, if I had EQ'd last turn, then yeah, I mean, it depends on what their sets are for some of the other mons, because I didn't see Baxcalibur very much. I got a little bit of chip damage on the Swampert, but the rocks actually probably messed me up the most, because I could have picked up the KO on Zamazenta, and then I would have just been able to blow through everything else, right? Man, that is a really annoying feeling. I think I straight up lost the game for myself. That's rough. Oh well. If you see anything else that I could have done differently, but I'm pretty sure that's the mistake. I think that was the mistake right there. So anyway, good game over to Cherry. I think he played the game fairly well, and I just didn't play it as well as I could have. So anyway, if you'd like to see some more of my content, definitely stick around, like, subscribe, and all that stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one.